Hey everyone, Hans here. Hope everyone's doing well. And yeah, what can I say? 1 year anniversary, guys. Pretty awesome, I would say. It's been 1 year since I started. Bit over, but that is by the wayside. And yeah, I guess I don't have a cake with me and I don't drink champagne. So what I'm going to do though is offer my thanks to everyone that has supported me. And I'm even going to offer my thanks to those handful of malcontents that have shown me that I can resist your malice with a smile on my face to boot. Whether that malice is purposefully downvoting some videos of mine, or in a more sinister and sneaky way messing with the messages underneath my videos, deleting them willy-nilly, or making them visible to some and invisible to others. And of course also, you know, plucking away numbers from my subscribe count and the likes underneath my videos. I know I'm getting far more there than you allow to show, anti-whites. But what else are you going to do, right? It's, yeah, it's a thing. I can only smile at that. So yes, even them I'll give a smaller thanks than those who were supportive, which is the vast majority, of course. Because the vast majority of people, they are white positive. That is the reality. Why else do they need to hide the numbers and mess with the numbers and mess with people's accounts and all of that stuff, people's channels? It's because they're losing. And the white positive people are winning, small as it seems. But that is just a perception game that they're playing. Just be wise to it. And it will not only not affect you, it will make you laugh. It will make you have a good time with it. As it does for me. But yeah, enough about that, I guess. So yes, as for those who have been supportive in, your comments, your thoughtful comments, your just the support, the compliments. I mean it when I say that, it's like, oh, great video here, superb video there. I appreciate that. For me, that is enough. Yeah, it makes me very happy to know that people are like that and appreciate the work I do. What more does a man need? Well, quite a few more things, I suppose, but this is pretty damn good. Yeah. What else is there to go on about? Oh yeah. So, in the wake of this first year being over, I think some have noticed that there has been a few narcissists and his minions and all of that are people that I do not longer associate with. I have no regrets there. I just have my experience now, and I'm gonna use that to the fullest for the future. It's no skin off my nose at the end of the day, and that is fine. This is expected to happen when you're beginning something, right? You are going to have these leeches, these profiteers, these charlatans who are going to show up and try to pull you in front of their cart. And naive as the Europeans, the Hyperboreans, the Whites, the Caucasians are, yeah, sometimes they get away with it for a while. These unpleasant wretches. It's fine, that's life. We move on, we learn. And that experience is something we impart on our children so they don't have to go through that. It's that simple to me. What I want to do though, in the wake of what I have discovered though, is that there could be even more people who would be in a healthy environment right now, who would be doing right by themselves, by their families, their friends, and by their people in general, if they hadn't been chased away due to their disgust or being bullied out or whatever it's going to be, scared away, it's probably all that happened. And and in the wake of that, uh, yeah, I have I am now part of what you might call, a personal, a private group, or several of them. And but I guess I want to offer to people is that if they want to become something more than they are right now, if they want to partake in projects, if they want to do more with life than they are doing right now, I'm going to at some point offer an invitation that is not just my call alone. I have already been talking with other people about that, or I wouldn't have brought it up right here. But I will have a few more talks with people and see where they stand. Because no doubt, I know it already, there are going to be these unpleasant characters that are going to show up, and they are going to try to assert their unpleasantries onto the group that they're going to be invited in. They will be promptly be invited to leave again. There are not going to be any dramatic discussions or anything. It's just going to be like, oh, you're making everyone miserable and you're out. It's that simple. Just like with some annoying characters, if you will, that have shown up on my channel. And why would I have a talk with people that are malcontents? Just push the delete button and it's solved. But yeah, they are going to show up, but we want to keep it to a minimum, because who can be arsed to toss annoying figures out of your place, right? All day, every day. So we want to see how we can make it possible to have as many good-natured people to come in, who are mature, who want to help, who want to do the right thing, who want to propose projects. It's not about just joining something that already exists, it's about coming up with something new of your own. And there are many ideas out there. There are many skill sets, many personality types, if you will, that are going to be required for some of these projects to even get off the ground. And we will keep pushing until we succeed, no matter how difficult it may be. And yeah, that is what I want to offer people. Good people. What are the basic things that I would ask, and that any of these people would ask? Be white positive. You do not get to be an anti-white and come make our lives miserable. That is not going to happen. If we notice that in you, you're going to be invited to leave. Makes sense, right? If you are mature, that has nothing to do with your physical age, necessarily. Although we do want, of course, people to be of a legal adult age too. But we understand that there are some men and women that want to show up with their daughters and sons, want to introduce them. Not an issue in and of itself. Yeah, so maturity, white positive, mature, and well, I suppose leave your ideologies by the door. Your political, your religious ideologies, whatever it's going to be. We have no interest in any of that. We are disinterested in politics, and we are disinterested in organized religion. What we are interested in is good people that want to do right by their own. Big difference. And then, of course, as we all know and come across, there are many who say, but through my ideology I want that. Well, good on you. But we still want that at the door. If you genuinely care and do right, you do not even need to bring your ideology in. It may actually be a good lesson to some. But I have known those who just cannot let that go and then start forcing it on others, even with the best of intentions, but it's, no, not interested in that. It's a little bit disrespectful. Which leads me then to say that, of course, be respectful. And, demand mutual respect. That is also an attitude that is encouraged. Mutual respect. If someone abuses you verbally or whatever, then you don't need to respect that person if it's on purpose, I suppose. But if someone is respectful to you, yeah, return that. And that goes for everyone, including myself, right? It only makes sense. And what are the projects going to be about? Well, yeah, those were the fundamentals, I suppose, on what we as a basis want out of people. I mean, come on, this is basic stuff. These are not high demands at all, right? These aren't even demands, it's just expecting a bit of decency. We can all do that, if we truly care. One needs to be absolutely deranged to be impossible, to have it be impossible for them to answer to those simple things. We know that. You know that, and I know that. Yeah, so there is that fundament, I guess, of what would be appreciated in people when they show up. And I think, aside from that, let's see. Yeah, the projects, what are they going to be about? It can address anything. It can be anything, truly, and the details of that's for within that circle, if you will. It's not for me to just lay that out in public here via this video. So, some it's gonna include literature, artistry, storytelling. Well, that's, storytelling, but oral storytelling is gonna be part of it. And it's not quite literature, I suppose. Herbalism, health, creating entertainment. Entertainment is important. It's gonna be part of it too. Economical ventures, maybe. Depends. And gardening, homesteading. We already have some of that, right? And all that good stuff. And of course history. And talking about projects in regards to our history and presenting it as it should be presented by our people, for our people. Nobody else has the right to lay their hands on that, on what our ancestors did. They do not get to make claims about our ancestors, because that usually includes a lot of lies. We don't want that. We want honesty. We want truth. And and of course our spirituality, our cultures are going to be part in those projects. Or the white biospirit will bloom through all of these projects. Or sparkle, whatever you prefer, I suppose. Kindle. And maybe even for, I know that there are some, specifically women, who are interested in astrology or astronomy, one of the two, or both. I'm not really, I don't know a lot about any of that. But I know that there are some who are interested in making content in regards to that as well. If it's helpful, yeah, why not? And I guess for some it will be a study, and for others it will be entertainment. So take that as you see fit. And yeah, some projects, as the Viking series goes, School of the West. It's let's say that if people want to, well, they can of course always go to Brand Danger himself. But through me, I think it should also be possible to make, to come in contact, maybe a little bit easier for partaking in School of the West, for those who want to make projects in regards to that. So that is also a possibility. I think I've said all I wanted to say on this, and yeah, anything else is just people showing up. People with many personalities, many talents, skills, abilities. Oh yeah, sports, physical fitness, that's also going to be part of it, I believe. And good hard work compared to jobs. What will that be about? and yeah, I suppose adventuring, nature. We have a whole world before us, lying before us. What can we do with that? Yeah. So if you're interested in that, bear this video in mind. If you want to find a place to go to, and even if it's just to say hi and to check things out, and you're free to go again if you think there's nothing there for you. You will always be. It will always be voluntary, and you do it for as long as you please. Just be a bit considerate with others, I suppose. That's it. Yeah. And is there something else I could talk about today? I think the next year that's now in the coming, so until it's summer again next year, 2022, then it's gonna be a lot more awesome. It's gonna be a lot more active. It's gonna be a lot more deep than it is thus far. We're gonna definitely make an attempt to have it be so. All else, again, it's just for the right people to show up and come with their good spirits, and we'll see how it works out. Yeah, I think that's all I have to share for today. It's a nice day outside. Bit of rain, bit of sun. The crickets still doing their little songs and dances in the greenery, and guess I'm gonna waltz through them a little bit. So with that said, though, yeah, I would say remember this video and think about it. If there is something you want to do, maybe this is the platform for you in the future to jump on and get started. There are people with experience, good-natured people. The amount of malcontents on the inside, the self-serving, they're gonna still be around, is my expectation. But thus far we're pretty good on that field. And we're also wiser to their tricks now. That's something. These experiences are important and they matter, right? That's life for you. It's how we learn and how we get better. And with that said, you'll have a good one, and bye-bye.